Welcome back students. In this video we are going to be looking into liquid state solutions chapter. It's an extremely high weightage chapter for both JEE mains and NEET as well. The good thing about this chapter is same kind of repetitive pattern keeps coming over and over, and it's a very short chapter in terms of the amount of stuff, but not so good thing is the calculations involved. Some people find it hard to do the math. Okay, so we look into this chapter as a series of videos. The first one will be we are looking into the stoichiometric aspect of it. The second one I will try to do Henry's law and Raoult's law, and then go to corrugative properties and maybe previous year question papers. Okay. So now here stoichiometry, this is extremely important. So long ago we saw in our mole concept how to calculate moles. Moles is our symbol for mass would be W divided by MW, mass over molar mass. We also saw N moles equals molarity times volume. Okay. Now in this chapter you also have ways of expressing concentration. Let's look into them briefly. What all ways you can define concentration? Okay. The first and foremost is molarity. So molarity is represented by the symbol capital M. This is extremely simple. M equals are moles of solute. I will keep the symbol for solute as B divided by volume of solution. Okay. So let me define the symbols. A is solute, sorry, or B is solute, A is solvent, S is solution. Depending on who is teaching and what book you are following, these symbols can change. I like to keep it this way. Instead of using a smaller case S and capital case S, I just use it this way. This is moles of solute divided by volume of solution. Alright. So now this is straightforward. How can you get moles of solute? They may give you mass of solute. You can use molar mass and calculate it. Okay. This is pretty simple. So the units of this is going to be moles per liter. Okay. This is the basic one. The next you are going to see, which is used in this chapter, molality represented by a smaller case m. Molality equals the same moles of solute, alright, divided by kilogram of solvent, okay, not solution, solvent. Okay, this is another way of doing it, right. Now moles is easy to do. Kilogram of solvent can be linked to volume of solvent using density. So if the volume is given, density would be the one that is connecting it. So next you are going to see the other way of doing concentration. Molarity is the most common one. Mole fraction. Represented by the symbol chi. Mole fraction of anything, okay. In our case, for example, I have used the A for solvent. So mole fraction of solvent is moles of solvent divided by N total. N total is nothing but total moles. Okay. If suppose you have only A and B in the system, binary system, this will be moles of A divided plus moles of B. Chi of B would be equal to moles of B divided by total moles. So straightforward. The other ways of representing concentration is a weight percent. A weight percent is nothing but mass of solute divided by mass of solvent times, because it's a percentage I use times 100. Okay. And you want to have same units. Milligrams means milligrams, grams means grams, kilograms means kilograms. I can also have weight by volume percent. So this would be equal to weight of B divided by volume of, here it will be solution. So I am going to use solution. So that will be volume. So if I say, for example, a solution is 12% weight by volume, it means 12 grams is present in 100 mils. okay, because it's percentage I take it out of 100 mils. This is extremely important. Volume by volume, percent is nothing but, maybe I'll just take it off, volume of, let's say in our case, B divided by volume of A plus B, which is our S. Okay. Basically what it tells you is what is the volume fraction of B compared to total volume. So these are simple. The one things that you can actually use when the concentrations are extremely low, okay, it's ppm. ppm is nothing but weight of, let's say, B divided by, okay. Now what you need to do is you can do weight of A or solution times 10 to the power 6. Okay. What it means is what is the amount of B, okay, in grams present in 10 power 6 times of the solvent. Okay. So what it means is basically when you have, let's say, particulate matter in the road, the amount of particulate matter that is harmful for you is very, very low, but if you were to calculate it in terms of weight by weight, something like here, it will be 0.00000 something like that. So it's meaningless to say it. Instead what you do is you go to a level where parts per million means how many parts are there per million parts of S. Okay. So this is in grams, this is in grams, I just do times 10 power 6, meaning if this is, let's say, for example, 1 nanogram, this is 1 gram, okay, it will be extremely small number, 10 power minus 9 divided by 10 power 1, sorry, 10 power 0, 1. So 10 power minus 9 by this. So I don't want to say that. So instead what I can do is times 10 power 6 means actually it makes the number bigger. So in parts per million it's much easier to do. If you do ppb, okay, it will be weight of B over weight of S times 10 to the power 9, okay, billion. One part in how many billion, okay. Similarly PPT you have to be careful, okay. Generally they won't give PPT just like that. It has to be two ways. One is parts per thousand, meaning weight of B over weight of A, weight of S times 10 power 3, or parts per trillion. Trillion means this is million, a billion is 10 power 9, a trillion is 10 power 12. So accordingly you are going to change it. So now these are the ways that you can calculate. Now when you look at it, all of them are easy to do, but what you have to do is you should be able to convert one to the another. Okay, that is what is asked most of the time. Particularly molarity, molality, mole fraction can be asked to interconvert. So in both JEE and NEET, you may be given one quantity and you may be asked to convert it into another quantity. So molarity to molality, molality to mole fraction. In a lot of books, actually, if you look at the big books for NEET, that many of them suggest there is formulas, but I am not a fan of remembering these formulas because you may end up making a mistake in them. So it's always easier because chances are you have to remember the formula. Even if you remember the formula, that question has to come in this particular year. Even if it comes, okay, you may be not able to solve the formula easily. So instead of that, if I understand the fundamental, if the question comes, if at all it comes in this year's NEET that you are taking, okay, if it comes, then at that time I can convert. For example, let's say molarity is given, I am asked about molality. So I am going to do conversion 1, molarity to molality. So what I am being given is, I have been given moles per liter. So let's say for example, they are telling me it is 0.2 moles. Okay, so now what you want to do is, you don't have to write down these steps. This is how you are going to think through. I have 0.2 moles B in 1 liter of solution. That's what it means. Okay, and in this problem they will always give you density. Okay, so they will always give you this. Without density of solution, you cannot do this problem. So they will give you density. So if the density is given, this is what is given to me. I can convert 1 liter of solution, which is volume, into mass of solution, correct, using density. 1 liter using density I can convert into mass of solution. Now what I have is mass of solution, which is nothing but mass of A plus mass of B. Okay, so now I have mass of solution. Now I also know I have 0.2 moles of B. Can you convert this to mass of B using molar mass of B? Moles equals mass over molar mass. Okay, I want mass equals moles times molar mass. So I know my mass of B. So now I know my mass of A plus B. I know my mass of B. So mass of A is nothing but weight of solution minus weight of B. So I know weight of A. Now my molality is moles of B divided by kilograms of A. Now moles of B is 0.2. Kilogram of A is WA. Just I will make sure that you write it in kilograms. That's it. So I can convert molarity to molality any given time by knowing the fundamentals. So it is not this many steps actually. You will be able to do most of it really fast. Sometimes the density is such a round number that you can do it much faster. Okay. This is how you convert a molarity to molality. Now we just saw how to convert molarity to molality. Now I am going to do the reverse. What if molality is given this here? They ask about molarity. So molality is given, basically they are giving you moles of B over kilogram of A. Okay, let's say for example they give you 0.25 molal. They are given you that it is 0.25 molal. Now what can I do? I can take it as 0.25 moles of B in 1 kilogram of A. Correct? So now what can we do? I can do weight of A is 10 power 3 grams. Okay. Now what is weight of B? I can calculate it from using moles of B. So let me put it this way. I can calculate or convert moles of B into weight of B. Okay, using my molar mass of B. So now I know that I know my weight of A, I know my weight of B. So weight of solution equals mass of solution plus mass of solvent plus mass of solute. So I know my weight of solvent. Okay. Now again, anytime you have an interconversion of molarity to molality or molality to molarity, density is always given. So volume of solution can be, now you know the density equals mass over volume. So volume equals mass of S divided by density of S. So now what do I have? Mass of solution, correct? And I also have moles of solute. So now I want to calculate my molarity. Molarity is nothing but moles of solute divided by mass of solution. Moles is 0.25. Volume you just calculated. So you can calculate molarity to molarity. So this is actually not that hard compared to remembering these fancy formulas. Say that they give you molality and they ask you mole fraction. Okay, let's say for example 0.5 molal. So what does it tell you? 0.5 moles B in 1 kg of A, correct? So weight of A equals 10 power 3 grams, correct? So now I can calculate moles A is mass of A divided by molar mass of A. So I know my moles of A, I know my moles of B. Chi of B equals moles B divided by moles A plus moles B. Okay, too simple, extremely simple. If they ask you the other way around, they ask you to calculate this way. Okay, let's say this is given as 0.17. Okay, example 0.17 mole fraction of B. Okay, so what does it tell me is chi B equals 0.17. Now 7. So what does it tell me is moles of B divided by moles of A plus moles of B. Okay, that's my total moles. That is 0.17. Okay. Now this is what I know. Moles of B divided by moles of A plus moles of B is 0.17. Now what you can assume is, let's say for example moles of B is assumed as 0.17 and moles of A plus B is assumed as 1. This is the assumption that you have to make. 0.17 is nothing but 0.17 by 1. So if I assume moles of B is 0.17, moles of A plus B is 1. Okay. Moles of A plus moles of B equals 1. moles of A equals 1 minus moles of B, that is 1 minus 0.17 equals 0.83. Okay, now what I have is, I have my moles of A, I have my moles of B. So moles A equals 0.83, moles B equals 0.17. Now I can do whatever I want. I want to convert it to molality. Very simple. Moles B divided by molality equals moles B divided by weight of A in kilograms. Weight of A in kilograms can be obtained by moles. I know moles, I know molar mass. Multiply the both, you get weight. That's in grams converted to kilograms. So this is how you convert one to the another. What we have is converting a given mole fraction into molarity. Previous one we saw mole fraction to molality. Here we are going to do molarity. Okay. So now let's say for example this is given as, again for convenience I do 0.17. That means chi B equals 0.17 equals moles B divided by moles A plus moles B, that equals 0.17 by 1. I am going to take it this way. So I can do moles A equals 0.83, moles B equals 0.17, just from previous calculations. So this far I got. Now the best way to do it is, write down the formula. I need to calculate moles B divided by volume of A plus B. Okay, this is what I have. So now moles B I already have. I need volume of solution. Volume of solution can be calculated from weight of solution. So density equals mass over volume. Okay, density is mass over volume. So now I want to calculate volume. So this is nothing but mass of S divided by density of S. Okay, density of S will be given to you. Okay. I have Na is 0.3. I can calculate weight of A using molar mass. I can calculate weight of B using molar mass. So this is nothing but weight of A plus weight of B, which is weight of S divided by density of S, is volume of S. So now molarity is nothing but 0.17 divided by this number. So now you have interconverted all of these. Okay. It's much easier. So when you are able to do it through fundamentals instead of remembering the formulas.